Hello and welcome to the RMI Advantage 365 video training series. Today we'll be looking at how to navigate the Advantage 365 system using the navigation pane on the left, the ribbon across the top, and the search features. Today's demo will be done in the Windows client, which is the locally downloaded version of Advantage 365. Navigation will be basically the same if you're using the online web client, but we will mention occasional differences as we go along. So let's start at our home dashboard. These blue tiles are grouped into applicable categories, for example, dispatcher, activities, customer service rep, etc. Each category will have related tiles in it as well as links. These blue tiles will take you to lists, such as service quotes. And the links will be for creating new documents, such as creating a new service order, or for performing an action such as running a report. So if I go to my billing activities, I have an expired customer credit card report. I can run that report from this link. When users are first set up, they'll be given a dashboard, also known as a role center, that matches the permissions they have. But if they don't need everything that they have permission to, or they want to rearrange it, that's where customization comes in. For example, if I'm responsible for assigning out technicians for service work to be done, I will likely have the Service Dispatcher Activities tiles. But if my company doesn't engage in service contracts with our customers, for example, I wouldn't need the Service Contract tiles. There are many customizable options for what you can choose to display on your dashboard, from graphs to lists to charts. But for more information on customizing your dashboard, view our customization videos. But do note, customizations can only be made from the Windows client, which is what we're using, but they will be applied in real time to that user's online web client as well, should they choose to use that instead. Now let's draw our attention to the navigation pane on the left. This is probably going to be your primary way of getting around the system. On the bottom are the various categories you can select. When you click on one, the top part of the navigation pane will show you the various options in that category. So when I click on Rental Advantage, I get my rental options, like rental quotes, orders, credit memos, etc. When I click on Fleet Management, I get my fixed asset list, inventory items, etc. Please note that the options you are seeing in my screen, for example in Fleet Management, are not complete lists. Think of each category as a shortcut list. So if I regularly make sales orders, but I need to be able to check inventory items while doing so, I might want to add a link to my sales list here for inventory items, even though inventory items is already included in the Fleet Management category. Again, watch our customization videos for more info and recommendations. Next, let's look at the top of the page. This is your ribbon. The options you see displayed here will change as you navigate to different parts of the system. So when I'm on my home page, I have options to create a number of new records, and I have links to many of the reports. However, if I go to Rental Advantage in the navigation pane, the options in the ribbon change. They change again when I view different lists, and they'll change yet again if I open a rental order from this specific list, for example. The tabs that you may see in the ribbon are Home, Actions, Navigate, or Report. In the online web client, you will actually have additional tabs in the ribbon as well, because in that version, the options that we see down here in our Rentals tab, in an order such as line, functions, work orders, etc., those are held in separate tabs up in the ribbon instead of in the middle of the page. The final method for navigating the system is the search feature. In the upper right corner of the main page is a universal search bar. It will search the whole system for whatever you're looking for. It might be a list, such as customer, a customer list. It might be an interactive board like the planned maintenance board, or it might be a report like the FA utilization report. You can find any type of record in the system, but please keep in mind this is not for searching specific customers or specific pieces of equipment. It's for locating features in the system. To find specific information like that, you would go to that applicable list and use the search feature provided there instead. So let's go to that customer list to see an example. So now that I'm on my customer list, I have another search bar that I can use to search my customer list. So I want to look for the name, and I want to find Kenneth Wilson Company. As you observed, these list-specific searches allow you to filter by different criteria. Here I can see I could have searched using the customer's email address instead of the company name. In the online web client, there's a slight difference because the list searches like this one are not field specific, meaning I wouldn't need to tell it which field to search through like email address or name. I would simply type my search term and it will search all the fields of all my records for a match. So we've covered a lot of terms, so let's recap. This is our dashboard, also known as a role center. It will be different for each user depending on their permissions, but all dashboards are customizable. These blue boxes are called tiles. This pane on the left is the navigation pane. These options across the top are in the ribbon, and the different categories in the ribbon are called tabs. This search bar in the upper rightmost corner is the universal search for finding general records, and then the search bar in lists is for finding specific records. This concludes our video about navigating Advantage 365. Thank you for watching this video, and be sure to watch the rest of the videos in our RMI Advantage 365 video training series.